Hey YouTube, what's up?
Hey there, it's Grixon, doing all kinds of things. Hey there, it's Grix at school, playing all kinds of games. Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, come on down for all kinds of wild things.
Let's get down to what we're doing today. What we're doing today is we are looking at the Timeless Cup, which is the December format hosted by Silpharina for Pokemon Go PvP. How this tournament works is you choose a team of 6 Pokemon. Their first choice must be an elemental starter from generations 1 through 4. So Charizard, Venusaur, Meganium, Swampert, all those cool dudes. And then you choose 5 more Pokemon from generations 1 through 4, but no Fighting, no Fairy, no Normal, no Steel, no Psychic, no Umbreon, no Sableye, no Legendaries, no Mythicals. You can use a Fighting type if it is Blaziken or Infernape. You can use a Flying type if it is Charizard. So, what I'm doing today is I am battling best of 7 with my good friend Dragonsilk. What? Crazy! Dragonsilk is also a Pokemon Go content creator on YouTube. You can find him under the name Dragonsilk Gaming. I will put his link in the description. You can also find him on Twitter, DragonsilkTL40. That link will also be in the description. Dragonsilk has won 5 out of 7 tournaments in the last 2 months and taken second place on one of the tournaments that he didn't win. He also has over 4,000 wins in the Great League format, which is, I don't want to do the math, it's a lot more than I have, let me tell you that. It's like 20 times the amount of wins that I have, so that is pretty cool. So moving right along, we're going to get right into Timeless Cup battles with Dragonsilk. So here we go. Let's get rolling. This is my team to start us off. I am doing Sudowoodo, Cradily, and Swampert. I have sped the footage up for your convenience. I will try my very best to keep up. I am not the best at this. All right, Sudowoodo versus Swampert. I cannot take Hydro Cannon. I cannot take Earthquake. This is not such a hot matchup for me. The plan is to charge up to Rock Slide and then switch out into something else. So I have a fully charged Sudowoodo in the back. However, switching just kind of doesn't work, and instead I end up burning both my shields in the first like 10 seconds. I get my Rock Slide off, which is nice for me, but it's not going to do a whole lot of damage if it even resolves. It didn't resolve, he shielded it, so I'm bringing back the Sudowoodo, taking out Cradily instead because Cradily has Grass Knot, and Swampert is double weak to grass. So I'm hoping to just Grass Knot the Swampert and call it a day. But I won't be so lucky because Dragonsilk knows better than that and will almost certainly shield, and there you have it. So here comes another Hydro Cannon, I'm pretty sure, and I'm also pretty sure it's enough to take me out. There we have it. So I bring out my Swampert to try to bring down his Swampert. So I'm going to go for the Hydro Cannon just because it's fast and ready to go. And there you have it. Swampert takes out Swampert. But Celio comes in, and this is just not a good matchup for me. I can fire off all the Hydro Cannons I want. It's not going to go anywhere, really. So I'm going for the Sludge Wave, which, as you can see, resolves and does quite a bit of damage, which is nice for me. But I'm still not feeling super confident about this matchup. Swampert takes the Aurora Beam because Ice does not do crazy damage to water. I'm going for another Hydro Cannon, and there you have it. You can see the Celio took a Hydro Cannon and survived with just a lick of health, but that is just enough to get a Body Slam, taking out Swampert. Sudowoodo comes back, this is not a bad matchup for me because I have counter for the Ice typing, and I have Rock Slide ready to go. Rock Slide hits that Lapras for super effective damage, but still doesn't quite kill it, which is unfortunate because now he's going to get his Ice Charge move off that will surely take out the Sudowoodo. No, not Ice, Water. Either way, Water, Ice, super effective against Sudowoodo. I didn't have what it takes to stand up there. Dragonsilk is up 1-0. This is best of 7, meaning he needs 5 wins to take the set. Moving right along into my next timeless set of 3. We're doing blind. Usually you pick a team of 6, and each player reveals their team of 6. And from that you choose 3 based on what you think they're going to choose for their 3, and you each go in with your own separate teams of 3, and you battle that way, best 2 out of 3. So we're doing best 5 of 7 with blind picks. Just pick whatever you think is going to be fun, interesting, or strong, and go for it. So we're really just testing the playing field, seeing what's good, what's bad. So we have 2 purified Pokemon here, both of which are packing the return package. My Dragonair is a little bit different. It is Return Dragon Pulse instead of Aquatail Dragon Pulse or Aquatail Return. I don't play the Aquatail. I'm testing it out, seeing how it goes. Okie dokie. I get off a Return, which does not do anything really to the Bayonet because of Bayonet's resistances. I do manage to take out the Bayonet, and I'm able to switch out my Dragonair for later in the game, bringing out my Kingdra. Derpadoo. Kingdra is a dragon type, but also water, so it doesn't take super effective damage from ice, which is nice. But these Mud Bombs from a Wishcash is quite potent in Great League, so the Mud Bombs are scaring me a little bit. I'm going to go for the Outrage. I don't think it's going to do much because I suspect a shield. There you have it. Dragonsilk and I each have a shield left, so we'll see where this goes. He's coming in for the Mud Bomb, and I'm pretty sure I shield this one because I want my Kingdra to stay in, but nope, I'm wrong. I let Kingdra die, come out with the Dragonair. I'm trying to finish off the Wishcash with the Dragonair, and then obviously the Dragonair is going to die shortly after, but Dragonair dies sooner than I would have liked it, so here comes Charizard to finish the job on Wishcash. Unfortunately, he gets yet another charge move. This is the ability that Wishcash possesses. If you're thinking about building a Wishcash, 100% invest in a Wishcash. They're so good. I go for the Dragon Claw. I really chose it because it was ready before Blast Burn. Also, he's got a shield ready to go, so I'm kind of trying to just use the low energy Dragon Claw, get rid of those shields. But you'll see I never actually do get rid of that shield. He knows exactly what I'm doing, and he continues to just let Dragon Claws resolve on the Celio, and that's nothing really I can do about it. So I'm trying to Fire Spin him out at this point. But he gets to his charge move first, and there's just no way my Charizard's going to survive it. I'm way too squishy for that. So I'm moving right along into the next game. Dragonsilk is up 2-0. Like I said earlier, he is quite a formidable opponent. You can't just show up and expect to do well against Dragonsilk. You have to really know what you're doing and be ready for anything, really. Here we go, into the next game. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da. At this point, I was quite confident that his game froze. So you're going to see me turn notifications on just to see if he messaged me to say, I'm frozen, help me. There I go. Nothing, we're good to go. Okay, I have super effective with counter because he is an ice type. This is really good for me, but he switches out, bringing in the Venomoth, which lets me switch out and bring in Celio, because Celio is going to do that ice damage and really, really hurt the Venomoth. I am going to take what I think is a Poison Fang, but it actually turns out to be a Silver Wind, and Silver Wind is pretty solid. I was surprised. So going for the Body Slam here, I'm really just trying to break down those shields to start dealing a little bit more interesting damage. But he lets the Body Slam in, which I was surprised by, but, you know, it made sense. Because he's doing quite well, I would say. He's got one of my shields. I have managed to kill the Venomoth on fast moves, so now I'm going to go for the Aurora Beam. I don't know what he's bringing in, and I'm just going to go for Aurora Beam because it's more damage than Body Slam. Unfortunately, I am met with yet another Celio. So it's Celio versus Celio. This matchup is very much just a boop, 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 because they're so bulky, right? So we're just going to trade Body Slams for a little while and hope for the best. You can see my Celio really hanging on there. That's just how little damage one Celio can do to another. You see my HP is slowly grinding away. That's because Celio can really hang on, which is rad. So I switch into the Blaziken, but he's got a charge move ready to go. I shield it, and then I'm just going to start wailing away with counters and a Blaze Kick. I think the Blaze Kick resolves. Oh, I always get that wrong. It's his Body Slam, not my Blaze Kick. I was trying for the Blaze Kick, but he got CPM, Charge Move Priority, CMP. So now it is Celio against Kingdra. This is crazy. In my mind, you know, I take this is a game for Kingdra, but he had that shield ready to go, which is unfortunate, because now we can just whittle away with Kingdra using counter. That's just how much damage and how efficient counter is. It deals crazy damage crazy quickly. Counter is one of the best moves in Pokemon Go PvP, and you can see that on Blaziken. So let's go for the next one. I think, based on the time left in this video, he's now up 3. Oh no, I'm going to lose. So I go for Tentacruel, my favorite. I absolutely love this Pokemon. The Acid Spray plus its natural bulk works really well in tandem. So let's go. See, even when you speed it up, the game is slow. Go Niantic. Alrighty, what do we got? Tentacruel versus Roselia. Unfortunately, we're both dealing neutral damage. It's a grass type. It's supposed to die to poison, but because it's also a poison type, it just doesn't... I just can't go the extra mile and clear the Roselia. Tentacruel. I go for the defense reduction on the acid spray, and then I quickly switch out because I just want to get the Roselia out of there. So I bring in Flygon, who is crazy spammy. His Mudshot fast move really charges the Dragon Claw super fast. I also have Earth Power on there in the back. You see, I was trying to get to another Dragon Claw, but I died too quickly because Lapras is bonkers, and Flygon really takes the pain from Lapras. Bumpara! I have shielded the Surf and survived. I was trying to go for an Acid Spray on that Lapras to reduce the defense, but he swapped out to Charizard, and I very quickly hit it with a Hydro Pump, destroying Charizard. Now, he told me later that was intentional. He meant to let the Hydro Pump in. He wanted it to happen. I'm sure he'll explain a bunch more in his video as to why he did that. I don't remember the reasoning. So I'm trying to grind out with Meganium here. Meganium's ultra bulky and can take, like, quite a few hits, as well as dealing super effective damage to the Lapras in return. But it's just not going to go well for me because he's got those shields waiting in the wings. He saved the shields for the Lapras, who on its own is naturally bulky, add in the ability to not take any damage from charge moves because of shields, and you get a win. These are the kind of things you need to be thinking about in terms of shield usage. When is a good time to use it? When is a bad time to use it? Based on what you've got in the back and in the front and what your opponent is doing. There's all kinds of layers to this, folks. You got to consider all of these different things when going into an event. So this is the last game. Mango is up 4-0. And unless I'm about to win 5 games consecutively, Mango is going to take this one. I have switched to calling him Mango. That's his name in real life. Well, his nickname in real life. So Dragonsilk, Mango, same dude. Here we go. I have led with Venomoth, which is sweet because he's led with Sceptile. Venomoth has that sick Poison Fang, but he's swapped out, brought in his own Venomoth, so now we're going to go in the mirror match. We're both using Legacy, Poison Fang, Venomoth. Can't get that anymore. An acceptable substitute is Return Venomoth from Rocket Stops. So there we go. Moth versus Moth. Because I had damage in when his Moth came out fresh, his Moth was able to get mine first, unfortunately. He went for the Silver Wind. I thought I could just really take a shitload of Silver Wind damage. I didn't think it'd be quite so potent, but Silver Wind is very strong apparently. This is a favorable matchup for me. Unfortunately, I'm running Shadow Claw as a fast move, so my fast move is not dealing super effective damage in return to the Sceptile. But I get to the Blast Burn. This is perfect. I've effectively blown that last shield, so now my plan is grind to get to one more Blast Burn to eliminate the Sceptile. So that's why I shield this Leaf Blade here. I need Typhlosion to hang on. I get to the Blast Burn. So Sceptile is effectively done like dinner. There it is. Sceptile. He's out of there. So in comes Glalie, which is an Ice type. Unfortunately, Typhlosion died immediately. So I don't have any fire left to go. All I have is a Bug, which dies to Ice, and all I have is a Grass, which dies to Ice. So I am just out of this boy. He gets to his charge move first. He's been saving energy for quite some time now, and this is just enough to Oko the Victory Bell. And there you have it, folks. Dragonsilk gets it. 5-0. Oh my Lanta. So that's the end of that. Thank you so much for watching. And please, please, please check out Dragonsilk's YouTube channel in return for checking out mine. You will find on his channel this exact video, except filmed from his perspective with his commentary. And I can tell you that it's good commentary because whenever we battle in the same room, he does commentary the entire time. So if you want to check out the same battle from the perspective of a better player who will be giving you a lot more helpful information than I have given you, check that out. The link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on the above listed methods, Instagram, Twitter, right here, and Twitch, GrixisGhoul15. Everyone, have a beautiful day!